Mr. Clemens Rengier, CFO of Holon. نحن سعيدين أنكم معنا وأخبرنا أكثر عن شركتكم.
هولون شركة من ألمانيا. نحن كثير مبسوطين نكون هون اليوم في أبو ظبي. أي لأول مرة نحن هون في الأميرات. عندنا سيارة كهرباء تمشي لحالها وبتسع 15 شخص. وإن شاء الله راح تشوفونا هون في الإمارات قريبا.
إن شاء الله. Thank you so much, Mr. Clemens. It was amazing to know a little bit more about it. شكرا لك. Thank you for being. شرف لنا. شكرا.
شكرا.
And of course now we're going to continue our interview inside with the CEO of Benteler Mobility as well as the CSO of Holon. Thank you so much. So I'm very pleased to be here with you, Mr. Tobias Liebelt, CEO of Benteler Mobility, and Dr. Sven, Herzig, CSO of Holon. And we are in a very beautiful futuristic vehicle. So would you tell us a little bit about where we are right now?
At first, thank you very much to be here. It's a pleasure for us to be in Abu Dhabi and to present our Holon Urban the first time to the Society of the Emirates. That makes us very proud. If we are looking to Holon, Holon is a platform. Holon is not only a vehicle, Holon delivers a complete mobility solution, but the Holon Urban is a very unique vehicle.
Yeah, I think futuristic design is a very good point. So this is an innovative vehicle in the sense that we have designed this around the passenger. Because it's autonomous, it has no driver, and therefore we had possibilities that are not possible in regular buses. And we are very proud of that design, which we have done together with a very well-known design company from Italy called Pininfarina. They have also helped Maserati and Ferrari to get their designs, and we engaged them in order to come up with this very nice design.
Wonderful. I mean, seeing it from outside and seeing it from inside, just that alone, even before us being driven in it, it's a whole different experience and so very well thought of, let's say.
It's designed with a couple of things you're having every day in usage. Whatever, if you are looking to the lightnings are looking like your camera on your mobile phone. This asymmetric design is also something you have every day in your hand. It's also your mobile. You have a device surface and they have the backside. That's the same in our vehicle. Right. And if we are looking to the specification of the vehicle, we can go up to 60 kilometers per hour. We are working on a solution which goes up to 80 kilometers per hour, also to reach intercity highways. We're having a capacity of 9 seats and 6 stands, and you are fully ADA compliant. So wheelchair accessibility is given at every time. You can have a solution where you have an automated wheelchair fixation inside, which delivers also to the
people of determination, as we call them here, yes.
Exactly.
Or parents with strollers as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, this is why we have the ramp here, and the ramp allows really an easy accessibility. We have tested that also with handicapped community in order to make sure everyone has an easy access to the vehicle, and it's really inclusive. That was our aim, together with the designers, to develop that accordingly.
That's wonderful. Let's move to the big picture. So basically, what's your vision for autonomous electric mobility, and how do you think this is going to shape the future of autonomous electric transportation here in the UAE and Abu Dhabi?
So basically, in Holon, we want to redefine transportation and mobility. Because it's driving autonomously, we will significantly reduce accident rates. Because it's electric, we will also support the zero emission goals of the UAE, of Abu Dhabi and the world as such. And we are doing this with several partners in an ecosystem, and one of our main partners is Benteler Mobility. And Tobias will tell a little bit about the ecosystem that Benteler Mobility brings to the Holon ecosystem.
So what we have done in Benteler Mobility is to bring together a complete ecosystem. So it starts with an analytic tool to design the new type of mobility. And Abu Dhabi is a very good example. So you have started a couple of years before other cities have started with visions like this. Look to Mazda City, it's excellent, your vision, what you have created, I think 10 years ago. And this fits perfectly into the vision also of Benteler Mobility. You have to start with a more holistic picture. It's not whatever that you can parachute autonomous vehicles into existing cities. You must have a vision for your city, and you have to redesign the types of mobility by integrating these new autonomous electric solutions. It drives sustainability, it drives safety, but it gives also a new level of comfort to the society. And you have to create right up from the beginning the right service level to convince the citizen to use these new mobility solutions. It's fantastic to see what you are doing inside the city center of Abu Dhabi, and we are great and thankful to be part of this journey.
Some keywords that have come up, the comfort, the confidence of the passengers, and what I'm sensing is the compatibility between the vision that Abu Dhabi has and the UAE as a whole has been going very diligently, and the compatibility with the vision of Holon and Benteler Mobilities as well. So this is what I'm sensing. Wonderful.
You have a lot of monitors inside to deliver messages to the passengers that you are reducing maybe whatever the level of skepticalness at the beginning, because it's quite new. There is no steering wheel, there is no driver, so it's really new, but I think our kids will use it in a day-to-day life as normal things, how we are using today taxis or cars.
How wonderful is that we are part of building that kind of future of sustainability and safety of transportation for our children. That's a very important aspect that you have spoken about, Mr. Tobias. Wonderful. So we're going to be concluding this part of the interview. However, we're going to be moving to a next place to continue our talk. We're just inside the beautiful shuttle of Holon, seeing the futuristic design. Let's go more into detail, sitting right outside. How do you think Holon can help cities like Abu Dhabi reach their automotive electric vehicle targets?
So at first, I think the beauty of our platform is that Holon is not only the vehicle. Holon is delivering more, and we can start with the mobility analytics tool, what we are having on our platform. It's a tool AI-driven to analyze how mobility is running today. And I think to understand how mobility is running today helps you or helps the city of Abu Dhabi to design the vision for tomorrow. We are customer orientated, so we are having the tool, we are having the mechanics, and we can set up this modulation with Abu Dhabi. And over that, Abu Dhabi can come to an outlook of mobility of the future. And our vehicle hopefully will play a role in this new solution. And our vehicle is zero emissions, drives then also into the right direction, belongs to sustainability, which inclusive, and that makes it so beautiful.
Indeed. And as we know, Dr. Sven, you have run so many pilots and of course accumulated experience along the way. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, we tested entirely the vehicle in terms of safety, in terms of crash test, everything what an OEM needs to do in order to deliver a proper vehicle. But pilots are very important for us in order to reach the scalability. So what we said earlier, we want to change the mobility ecosystem, and we don't want to do 5 or 10 vehicles per site. We really want to do a global launch in big numbers, and this is our aim. And therefore, within the next 6 months, we are launching globally 6 to 10 pilots in order to gain the local experience, but also to connect the different pieces of the vehicle, which is the vehicle as such, and the self-driving system and the software. So this experience we're going to learn in the pilots, and then we're going to launch globally in North America, in Europe, and also here in the UAE and in Abu Dhabi, our pilots that will then commercially ramp up over time. So in a nutshell, autonomy is there. We can drive on public roads. We got the permit recently in Germany, and it starts basically now.
So it's amazing that you have given it to us in a nutshell. And to dig deeper into it, Mr. Tobias, moving on to the basically responsibility of Benteler Mobility, Holon focuses on the vehicle, but of course deploying the fleet is a complex mission. So how does Benteler Mobility basically enable that end-to-end mass ecosystem when it comes to cities, operators, and everything that falls in between?
When we started with the development of the Holon Urban, we understood very quickly that the vehicle alone is not enough to make autonomous mobility happen. So you need more, you need these ecosystems. The ecosystem starts, as I have mentioned before, with the analytic tool to understand what is the vision for the future, what is the concept for the future. But then you need everything around. It starts like with charging infrastructure. You need maintenance and repair, day-to-day care, towing services, up to software solutions who are operating a supervision control center. And you will find everything on the Benteler Mobility platform. This is super important to help city to speed up the process and to have one partner. For us, we are very proud also to find with EGME a local partner who can operate in Abu Dhabi our end-to-end solution. And I think to have it out of one hand, that's the big advantage of Benteler and Holon together.
Wonderful. And Dr. Sven, when it comes to the reliability and the passenger experience, the inclusivity, tell us more about that.
Yeah, if you look to the history of the Benteler Group, we are an automotive manufacturer, and we are using this experience to build a proper shuttle, how we call it, an automotive grade shuttle. We are making sure that all these automotive standards are fulfilled, and we are having redundant systems, obviously, that are entirely tested, like braking system, steering system, power control units. So everything has really been tested thoroughly, and that's why we are really setting ourselves apart with a very high level and a very high standard in this shuttle area.
Wonderful. So that also gives the passengers that sense of comfort to know that all these small details, very important of course details, have been taken care of and taken into consideration. And of course we must go back, we're talking about 150 years of history that we're talking about, so the reliability is also there, of course.
Absolutely. So the noise, for example, within the vehicle should be kept to a minimum, but also the drive experience should be really comfortable. This is all what we are ensuring, and we are using the 150 years of experience from the Benteler Group.
But you need also, to make these things happen, you need the right partner and you need the right customer. If we are looking to Abu Dhabi, this is one of the outstanding cities on the globe, because you have started with your vision very early, and it's important to us to partner with cities like this, because we together can drive the future of mobility.
So like you said, Mr. Tobias, hand in hand, you will drive the future of transportation. And of course, building on that, safety and reliability play a very big role. Of course, the nucleus of it all is the passenger. So talking about comfort of the passenger, designing the vehicle around the passenger, would you tell us more about that?
The passenger is in the center of our solution. So if we are looking to partner companies like Ioki has developed more than 150 passenger apps to make the ride more comfortable. We are having huge screens inside to have at every time a clear view what the vehicle is doing, what the vehicle is stopping next, so that each of the passengers feel comfortable. The passenger has the feeling, okay, I'm knowing what the vehicle will do next. We are having also an infotainment system implemented in the vehicle, that the passenger can push a button and talk to another human in the control tower. So this is not a single way of communication. So we will take care that autonomous is not scaring the people. It's more like to introduce autonomous mobility to the passengers to make it more comfortable.
Yes. Speaking of the future, of course, the UAE is targeting to be net zero by 2050. So what are some design choices and other choices that could correlate with the net zero play part when it comes to the vehicle?
I think at first we are having an EV, so it's an electric driven vehicle. And it's nice to see what Abu Dhabi is doing in relation to that. So we have seen that the first solar power plant could be used to load or to charge our vehicles. This is fantastic because the availability of grid is really a challenge around the globe. So whatever, you can buy a charging station, but if the grid is not available, the charging station has no power. And here in the UAE, I think we have a fantastic landscape to develop together solutions like this, which makes power available for a big size of vehicles on the streets of Abu Dhabi.
But also if you look to the materials that we are using, we're trying to use recycled materials, but we're also trying to use materials that are durable and which have a long-lasting life cycle in order to make sure the vehicle as such is sustainable as well, not only that it's powered by electricity and net zero, but also from the materials we're trying to do as much as possible to support that goals here as well.
Wonderful. To decrease waste, like you said, it has a long life expectancy instead of just 5 years, new car, 5 years, new car. Wonderful. Moving on to scaling up. So where does Holon plan to build its shuttles, and is local considered in this whole scenario?
Yeah, globally, if you look to our, mainly we have 3 big markets, North America, Europe and the Middle East, and especially the UAE. Those are our core markets. At the moment, we have decided to bring the first factory into North America because there we had a local partner that was very committed to autonomy and to move forward at a very early stage for us. But then it all depends and is a function of the demand. So if we can have a demand here from the local transport authorities, we're absolutely happy to produce locally. So that's in our scope. In our target picture, we would want to have 1 plant in North America, 1 plant here in the UAE, and also 1 plant in Europe. That's what we are aiming for. So we are ready to come over because our platform is scalable and we can bring it to any market where there is a demand.
Wonderful. So that brings us to the road ahead, to the future. So what milestones should investors and passengers expect from Holon and Benteler Mobility on a global scale as well as the UAE?
I think we have talked about the city of Hamburg, and we have received the permit to run on public roads. We are very proud on that, and we will start with the first autonomous ride in the next weeks in Hamburg. And this is a little bit also our general approach for the different markets. So we are coming now with prototypes. We are coming with prototypes with a driver, safety driver workplace, and over the safety driver workplace with our own safety case. We call it the Holon safety case. We are following on one side the regulatory requirements, but on the other side we have developed our own way. And when we are feeling comfortable, we are coming to the driver out scenario. For Germany, we will see the driver out scenario by end of next year. And if we are starting here in Abu Dhabi, beginning of next year, then we also see the same way forward. So that means starting with a safety driver case, following the Holon safety case, and then driver out scenario. And hopefully this will be then also in 27 the case for Abu Dhabi.
The future, to the future. So I would like to thank you so much, Mr. Tobias Liebelt, of course, CEO of Benteler Mobility, Dr. Sven Herzig, the CSO of Holon. Thank you so much for your time, and we cannot wait to see Holon on our streets here in Abu Dhabi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.